that they can communicate directly with the powerful, involuntary, wise aspects of their mind. The communication with your many different inner parts is an interesting and fascinating process. You have a part that wants security. You have the part that wants quality in relationships. You have lots of different parts which represent different needs, wants, and priorities. So your relationship with yourself can improve. Some people seem to love and understand themselves so well. Others nag, criticize, and argue internally. Think about choosing goals in that area. What qualities of your own relationship with yourself would be most desirable? What changes would you like? Respect, trust, love, inner harmony, the inner cooperation that leads to total concentration. These and other qualities are within your grasp. And now consider other relationships too. There are many high achievers who look back on their life and realize that their career efforts interfered with the intimacy of their personal relationships. Former IBM chairman John Watson Jr. said that an executive who doesn't have plenty of time for personal relationships is a bad executive. So think about relationships with the important people in your life now and to come. How about with a certain family member? Brother, sister, parent, a child, a spouse? Anyone in your family could be a subject for choosing goals. How do you want that relationship to be? You can consider goals in that area. That's a facet of your life. How about a friend, a work colleague? You can pick a particular relationship with a friend or work colleague and set goals that will enhance it greatly. What about the larger circle? Think about the community or city in which you live. There may be a community issue, improvement, or change that you would like to set as a goal. If you like the outdoors, if you are a nature person, you might set goals relating to the environment. You pick your relationship to, or the community's relationship to, some aspect of nature and the environment. Then you choose specific goals. I live in the Kansas City area. One of my own goals for my community is to bring about a new system of transportation for the area. I want my city to have totally clean air, great mass transit systems, special bicycle pathways, and no traffic jams. You can even pick a large, very long-term issue, your relationship with your planet. That's often part of many people's mission. One person can change the world. It's happened and will continue to happen. Relationships are scrumptious facets for choosing and achieving goals. Then there is another entire area, a collection of facets in the area of mental, physical, and spiritual development. Your learning capacities can be rejuvenated and revived. Think about your mission and how learning comes into play in the unfolding of that mission. There are so many geniuses around to model and learn from. Many people play a sport. For me, it's tennis. Tennis is an activity that allows me to develop mentally and physically, and I love to play. To master any sport takes perseverance, patience, and a fierce determination. And it involves modeling an expert. My friend, coach, and tennis model, Mike Inman, works with me hour after hour. And slowly, but with certainty, I am learning. This entire tape series shows you how to enhance your capacities to learn, how to utilize your whole nervous system, and how to bring out your inner genius. And there is so much to learn. The great anthropologist Edward T. Hall makes a fascinating suggestion in his book, Beyond Culture. He says that we cannot thoroughly understand our own minds until we fully experience other cultures. NLP co-founder John Grinder also believes this. In fact, he told me that the single most challenging learning activity for a human being is to learn another language and the culture of the native speakers of that language. Your goal within this facet of mental, physical, and spiritual development might involve the exciting activity of learning something you want to learn from a coach and model. And here's another facet of life, your physical surroundings. Consider also how your physical surroundings are part of your life. What goals do you have for the physical environment you live in? Your car, your home, the area around where you live are under your influence. How do you want them to look? How do you want to feel in them? Just what do you want to be surrounded by physically? Some people seem to like the status associated with lots of square footage. Susan Butcher likes snow, trees, dogs, and pure woolly wilderness. For me, I like natural type surroundings too, with animals, trees, plants, and beauty. You can choose what you want for your physical surroundings. Our surroundings often have a dynamic influence on our emotions and our sense of well-being, even on our sense of self. So you have opportunities to create and mold your physical surroundings to your liking. That completes our menu. Now it's time to order. How do you choose the area, the facet in which to set goals? Whatever you desire most right now, with the wisdom of your inner signals, choose goals in that facet of life. Just pretend that the waiter is waiting for you to select one of many delicious entrees on the menu. So look over and review this menu. Think about these different facets: your work life and financial success, your relationship with self, your relationship with a family member, friend, or colleague, your relationships with your community and with nature, your mental, physical, and spiritual development, and your physical surroundings. Now, take the time to pick one. If you need more time, then go ahead and pause or stop the tape and think about those areas now. Pick one facet, the facet where you have the strongest feelings of wanting to create changes, wanting to achieve new goals. For the remainder of this tape, I propose that you choose one facet of your life in which you can choose particular goals. Each time you re-listen to the tape, you can choose a different facet of life. The reason for this is the importance of being specific. My family therapy coach, Virginia Satir, told me something that I've always remembered. It's this: nothing ever happens in general. Everything always happens specifically. And now, the specific facet of your life that you've chosen will set the parameters of our four-step goal achievement process. Step 1 in our goal achievement process is to create the conditions of realizing a goal. As a result of our NLP research, we have concluded that there are certain conditions for realizing a goal that need to be present. The goal is well formed when it meets these conditions, like a sentence is well formed when it follows the rules of the English language. There are 4 main conditions for realizing a goal. The first condition is this: the goal must be positive. It's not getting rid of something like, I don't want to be dissatisfied anymore with my job or my house or my marriage. Rather, it's stated in positive terms. It's the marriage or job or house that you do want. The second condition is that the goal is yours. When someone says, my wife wants me to change jobs and lose weight, then that goal is not theirs. When you say with conviction, I want it, I am going to achieve it, then it is generated by you. It's yours. It's a goal that you want with every fiber of your being. The third condition is that the goal is specified. This is what Steven Spielberg did. This is what Susan Butcher did. This is what Ted Turner and Michelangelo did. And this is what you are doing, setting specific goals. The specific goal is developed into a richly detailed description in your mind. It includes, for example, images of action.